This is the Daily Pulse. I'm Travis Zimmerman from Speak My Word Ministries. We are in day 6 of our series entitled The Fall. And this episode is specifically entitled The Fall, Recognizing the Change That Sin Brings. And it is, Adam and Eve have both taken a bite from the fruit, the forbidden fruit, as it were, in the vernacular, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And we go to, again, Genesis chapter 3, verse 7. Then the eyes of both Adam and Eve, both of them, were opened, and they realized they were naked. So they sewed fig leaves together and made coverings for themselves. Genesis chapter 3, verse 7. So recognizing this, the change that sin causes, now Adam and Eve, the innocence again is lost. It wasn't they were cavorting around naked. They didn't even know the difference. But suddenly now, there's a very visible change. Wow, we're naked, and they were reacting. I'm only speculating here, but they were reacting probably first of all. When we think about nudity or being naked, we think about the exterior side of it. But I think first it occurred in their mind, like, wow, something's different. And then you look different. You look different. We need to hide. You see it happening emotionally and mentally before it happens physically. Wow, something's different. And more broadly, that's what happens with sin. Sin changes things, and never for the better. Now, hear me. God will work through our sin to create, we're broken people, and through Jesus Christ, which is where this whole series is driving towards. In Him we are unbroken. God will use those sins to turn us around in many cases. We'll recognize the place where we've come from. We don't want to go back to that sinful life. But when we sin, we cross a bridge, don't we? Not just Adam and Eve, the bridge they crossed, but when we sin and we do things like there's things now to this day I can think back to the time before I was really following God, the things that I did. And God has forgiven me, my bride has forgiven me, but yet I have that shame of it, that the sin that I caused hurt. I cause damage, I cause pain. Yes, God forgives me, and my wife forgives me, but there's some things in relationships, things that I've done, where they may or may not be repaired on this side of heaven. And that's the price of, one of the prices of my sin, the effects of sin. And, so whether it was recognizing nakedness among the first couple, and in this day, recognizing the changes that we've caused because of our own sin. That's why it's so important to trust Jesus with all your heart. In your name, Father, amen.